If the value of life were measured by its length and time, then perhaps mine would be among the smallest of all. A century for humans is but a single day for me. Your one day is my entire lifetime. My name is Mayfly. I am one of the shortest-lived creatures on Earth. Born at dawn, gone by dusk. That is the portrait of my life. In just one day, I will live through birth, aging, illness, and death. I will marry and give life to the next generation. This fleeting journey is a life's story folded into a page, a reflection of all living things. The beautiful Tisa River is where my story begins. The river cradles me like a mother, nurturing my very first tremors of life. In that gentle embrace, I slumber for 2 years and 9 months, more than 1,000 days and nights in hiding, over 20 painful moments, all for the dream of touching the sky. Then comes that moment when sunlight dances upon the crystal clear water, the temperature and light in perfect harmony. I break free from the cold, silty bed and leap into the warm current of new life. In my final molt, when my wings emerge, my mouth begins to wither, my stomach empties. It is the most extravagant gift. It means I no longer need to eat, no longer need to store, and I am no longer bound by the weight of tomorrow. My life is distilled into this one pure moment. That dark cloud above me, it is the path I've measured for 3 years. In utter darkness, carrying my destined light, I sing my farewell to the mud, rushing toward the cathedral of light. Every wing beat is a goodbye. Every ascent a sacred pilgrimage. This final sprint, I make my body a blade, piercing the dream of eternity. Now, between me and the mirrored world above, only a fragile film of water remains. As I push with all my strength to break through, an unfamiliar sensation sweeps over me, cold yet exhilarating. It is not the embrace of water, but the arms of the wind, boundless and free, carrying the scent of sunlight and grass. This is no prelude to death. It is clearly the most glorious chapter of my life. Clumsily, I spread my new wings and launch myself upward, as if breaking free from every chain. So life can truly be this light. I breathe in deeply, greedily, letting the air lift my wings higher. I gaze upon the sky, a vast expanse beyond the reach of color. No hue can describe it. On that endless canvas, light interweaves. Yet I have only one day to measure such infinity, and with even the slightest misstep, even the few dawns and dusks I have could be stolen away. Yet, that fragile light will ignite an even fiercer flame. That heartfelt moment, together with millions of comrades fighting by my side, we merge into a torrent rushing toward life in the midst of death, wearing the wind as our armor, and the light as our sword. Under the watchful gaze of countless fish, we forcefully open a narrow path leading to the sky. The ancients said that even after swimming freely through heaven and earth, we are but dust in the ocean. The wise lament that life is fleeting, as if the universe pays us no mind. But I say, even if born at dawn and gone by dusk, we must still shine like the scarlet bird. Even if living for just one day, I shall wear my most beautiful attire, taking the Milky Way as my spring, and the morning dew as my beginning, dancing the most graceful curve beneath the heavens. Even if living for just one day, I shall spread the wings that have just emerged from their shell, to measure the shape of the wind, taste the sweetness of silver dew, and chase after the traces of light. I cling, weary, to a swaying blade of grass. Deep within my body, a profound transformation is quietly taking place. Here, I will complete the final molt of my rebirth, with a body mature and full, ready to welcome my bride. In the radiant light of my new wings, beats the urgent countdown of life. I slowly break free from my final restraint. This time, not to soar higher, but to become whole. The afternoon sun blazes, generous and warm, making the riverside grass and trees release a rich fragrance, mingling with pollen and the breath of life. That scent is like an invisible thread, guiding me forward toward that fated meeting. countless companions fall beside me, giving their last warmth. To touch another life also about to fade. The supreme command engraved deep in our genes is also the pact to live amid death. The funeral of billions of kin becomes my grandest wedding. No need to choose, no time to hesitate. Amid the whirlwind of speed, in the instant when light meets light, I touch her. She is breathtakingly beautiful, like a shooting star meeting another shooting star. Yet we are so small that only when we vanish together do our eyes learn the meaning of life. We cling tightly, falling into the water, the sunset red as blood, staining the entire river. Shadows of fish flicker beneath. The 4 seasons of dragonflies no longer matter, for at this moment, even death becomes the most romantic companion. The soft sound of falling slowly fades. I face the sky, letting myself drift upon the cold water. The sky still stretched endlessly above. The sun still shone bright and clear. Yet my wings felt weighed down with heavy mud. I could no longer beat them again. The gentle current flowed over my body, bringing an oddly peaceful calm. In my fading haze, I saw her, my bride, swimming upstream, carrying unborn children within her, toward the final point of their lives. When her wings trembled for the last time, thousands of eggs would drift with the current, back to the deep, mysterious source. There, they would bow quietly and grow, waiting until the sunlight awakens the river, waiting for the command to break the darkness. Life's seeds end right from the beginning, and at the end, they cradle the next beginning. In the instant the water covered my eyes, I suddenly understood the meaning of life. A Mayfly's day. A fleeting moment on earth. The portrait of my life. To human eyes, just a passing flash. But in the depths of my existence, I embraced the whole Tisa River. From dawn to dusk, as color shifted, I heard the wind glide by, singing with reeds and friends in chorus. I felt the warmth flow through my wings, and the river's final cool caress. I had known the blazing fire of love, and the sacred message of life's continuation. With this tiny body, I lived a full Mayfly life, tasting every flavor and magnificent beauty. Humans, you may have 100 years of life, many times longer than mine, but do you, like a Mayfly, live with your whole body and soul, fully? Do you truly see the brilliance of spring blooms, the stillness of autumn leaves, and the starlight in a lover's eyes? Have you ever fully felt the warmth of an embrace, the bitterness of parting, the joy of creation, and before the vast universe, a deep awe and curiosity? In our 24 hours, humans are the undying voice. But before the universe's 13.8 billion years, 100 human years are not even a Mayfly's day. So eternity is not about being unchanging. The value of life lies not in its years, no matter how short one's life may be. If it has fully embraced the gift of existence, then it has transcended the brevity itself.